Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here, Blaine Williams, speaking to you out of Idaho. You're looking at the beautiful Lake Pend Oreille behind me. It's a picture, so we don't have snow anymore right now. It's August, but I do like looking at that. It's a beautiful picture. I'm joined on the screen with Michael Dew, my sponsor, and then his sponsor, Michael Renz, who works directly with the company and our great founders, Andrew and Nancy Burling. And Michael is a pedigree networker. He is an online absolute expert. And Mike Dew is also a seasoned businessman. Both of these gentlemen have got fabulous wives and families, as all of us do. And you can see on the screen, Mr. Mark Campese. He's been my friend for forever. I mean, I've known Mark since about 1998, and we had an instant chemistry and instant friendship, as I did with the other gentleman on the screen here. And Mark is closer to me than a brother is, by the way. I would like to say I love him like a brother, but I like him even more. And every one of these people could carry a training that would be significant. If you have noise in your background, if you're on, it's important to maybe mute your line. We just, let me just be certain here. Yep, got it recording here. So today we're going to go through a fundamental getting started training. And I'm going to make some comments at the end, so I'm going to be very, very light on the front. But to each and every one of you who are, well, I'm going to do one other thing here, and that is, hold on one moment. I am always obligated to give honor when honor is due. And I see that we are joined by Andrew Burling, so we're going to have Andrew come on and just share a moment or two before we jump into the training. Let's see here. Okay, is he going over to the, yeah, I think he is. There he is. Andrew Burling, where is he? Hold on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Okay, see if you can unmute your line, Andrew. I was bringing you up on the panelist line so we could see that good looking mug of yours. Let's try it again. We're going to try to get this wrapped up in 30 to 35 minutes today. And I don't know if I'm going to have, he may not be in a position where he can come on the thing. So let's just give it a shot. Andrew, if you're here and on the line, you can unmute your line. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Okay. We'll see if he's able to come on toward the end of the call. He's listening in. He's monitoring, making sure I don't see anything naughty. That's why I think he's doing that. And I am known to do that. I like your jacket, by the way, Mike Dew. You get that trumpet on there, your Al Jolson shirt. So we're going to jump right into this. And before we do, I would like to have Michael Renz. I think it's really critical that you understand. Mark will talk about it during the training, but there is an actual legacy in network marketing. You can read a lot of different books. Like I've got GoPro here, but I have a very significant library. Your first year in network marketing, there's a lot of books about the heritage and legacy. It started back in the 1950s with Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel of the Amway Corporation, and the great leaders that rose up, people like Dexter Yeager and Bill Britt, and I could go down the list because there are so many of them, but they had an understanding that you don't build a business, you build people, and the business follows. You don't go sell a product, you open outlets, which are those people, and you teach them how to move volume through their business and generate commissions. It's a legacy that has been lost, like double-breasted suits or old collector cars. They're not as cool anymore. People, they want to have a get rich quick. They want to have the Bitcoin, the crypto. I'm not knocking any of those things, but our industry that I've been a part of for 40 years has kind of degraded down into a get rich quick money game mindset. And I want you to know, I'm not criticizing anything. I'm simply saying when I met Andrew and Nancy, I met a couple that were like the old pinstripe double-breasted suits of network marketing. They understood the concepts of honor and trust and mentoring and not leaving anybody behind and putting a system together that gave each and every person the greatest opportunity to succeed. This is not about any one person making $1 million a year or $1 million a month. This is about when the tide goes up, all the ships float. at MPG Xtreme. And so Mark and I, our contribution to this at the Worldwide Dream Team, which is the support structure that the men on the screen have put together to provide to you, our philosophy is that you can build the business any way you want, whether it be online marketing or person to person. They call it the 3-foot rule. You want to run ads, you want to do whatever. But once the people come into your sphere of influence, into your funnel of influence, you want to bring them into a very simple, replicatable, or duplicable system that each and every person can do each and every day. It's got to be something that is so Sesame Street simple that the most average person amongst us can do it and duplicate it. Otherwise, you'll sponsor a ton of people wide if you're working, and you will have no replication. You will never have a significant organization that's anchored. You have to have culture to do that. And Mark and I have devoted, between the two of us, nearly 80 years to understand that culture. When I met Michael Renz, and I thought if I could have his skill in the online marketing Michael do, and others could have it, and I could take the people skills that we've learned and the human nature tendencies that we've learned, and we could fuse those together, folks, I'll tell you something, we'd have something. And in addition to that, if we could end up having, I want you to hear this, if we ended up having a company that had the heart of a field representative, had a warrior's heart to go out ascending and dominating the marketplace globally, and a product that everybody wanted so desperately, you didn't ever have to sell it. You just had to make it available, let people know what you've got, and a pay plan that rewarded the big builder. But more importantly, the rewards that go to the big builder are a result of helping the average and ordinary person make 500, 1,000, 2,000. If you can have all those things and not leave people out on their own as orphans on the side of the road out in the desert to die, but to love them, to care for them, to encourage them. Now, somebody could record this and play this for Oz over there at behind something. And I'm going to tell you, he would knock this. He'd say that we're doing this to motivate, to manipulate people. I'm telling you that our hearts are a crusade to restore the American dream to every person on the planet. The American dream is exportable to the world. So with that, I'm going to see if, once again, I'm going to see if Andrew can come on, try one more time. He raised his hand. So I'm going to see if I can bring you up on the panelist line here, Mr. Burling. There you are. Can you come up? There you are. You're coming up on the panelist line. I see you. I see you. And there you are. Oh my God, you're there waiting for us for October. You need to do a lot more work. It's not October yet. Take it away, brother.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. We're so happy to be here. Just congratulations to everybody on everything that's happening. And we're 20 days old. So, wow, where do I start? I've already been on several training calls here this morning. We've been talking with people about how to finish this month strong. Today's the 20th. There's 11 more days in the month. And so we're building our first 30-day story. We're building on becoming bronze and becoming silver and becoming gold and becoming platinum. And the theme here is that every step that you take, it's unlocking another door. So when you become a bronze, that door unlocks and you now pick up fast start matching bonuses as a bronze. I don't know if you knew that, but you have to be a bronze to earn the fast start bonuses. And so far here, Blaine, there's been over 50 people, almost 60 people that have done that. So that's exciting to me. That's a big step. And then the next step is silver. And at the silver level, it's 6 personals, and you're picking up a generation of check match at 20% on all your personals. So if you sponsor somebody who's a sponsor monster, like soon to be Diamond Michael Renz here, who goes 100 wide, you're now check matching 20%, 100 wide. Think about that. And that's one person. It's a very strong person. No offense, Michael. I'm not trying to minimize you or your efforts, but there's no limit to the amount of people that you can sponsor. And so that door unlocks at silver. And then the next step at gold, which is 8 personals. Okay. And we have 14 people who are gold right now. 14. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but these people who have made 8 personal sales as a gold have a generation check match 20% level 1, 20% level 2, and they have become familiar with the system for enrollment and for sponsoring, and they've made fast start bonuses, and they've cycled and they're qualified. And I would bet that there's a 100% graduation ratio of those golds to platinum. I would bet right now that all of those people will become a platinum between now and the end of August, all 14 of them. And that's exciting to me as the torch and the baton gets passed. And then at the platinum level, there's 18 platinums within the team in 20 days. That's almost 1 new platinum a day. So if you're a platinum, congratulations. If you have platinums that you've sponsored or are below you, congratulations. And if you're and here's what we did today on the training, is when you add up the number of silvers, which I have right in front of me, 46, and you add up the number of bronzes as of today, 11 a.m. Central, August 20th, 51. That's a total of 97 people that are the junior class that are about to go right into the senior and graduating class at bronze and platinum. And then the next wave follows behind them. Like Blaine says, when the tides, all ships rise with the tide. That's what you're seeing here. And you don't even have to create the momentum. It'll make you look better than what you really are. I mean, hey, we have a lot of good marketers on here. And because of the timing right now, you're going to look even better, because that's what timing can do for you. It can make you look better than what you really are. So here comes that graduating class behind this one. So here's my message. I don't know how many people are on here today. I'm assuming a lot. You guys are incredible. 62. So if you're setting goals, and your goal is to be bronze by the end of the month, I want you to push yourself and set your goal at silver. Don't settle for what you think you can do. Stretch it, push yourself. This is what happens in pre-launch and in soft launch and with timing. Push yourself. If your goal is to become silver, you need to take your pen, your Sharpie marker, and you need to get the biggest one you got and draw a line through it and set your goal for gold. And if you're a gold, or your goal is to be gold, draw a line through it and set your goal to be platinum. We've had people become platinums within their first 72 hours. We've had people become platinum like Blaine and Mike Renz and many others their very first day the computer went live. Now, did they have to work hard? Yeah, they did. They had to push themselves. But that base is established. And at every step of the way, from bronze to silver, from silver to gold, from gold to platinum, at every step, another door opened that unlocked the comp plan. So at platinum, at gold, it's 20% ECM check match or executive check match on levels 1 and 2. And 20% of $20 is $4. And you might say, well, that's ridiculous. It's $4. That's not a big deal. Well, it's a big deal if you sponsor me and I cycle 1,000 times a year. That's adding $4,000 in additional income to your family's bottom line over the course of 12 months. But what if I did that in a month? Now you're adding close to $50,000 bottom line, and I'm one person. You can go as wide as you want, and you can build as deep as you want, and you don't even have to go to the top of the plan to get all 7 levels of check match. We're just talking about the gold position. Blaine and I, and Michael Renz and Nancy and Michael Dew, we were in another company that sold juice, and Some of the biggest earners I'd ever met in my career were in that company, and Blaine will tell you, they made more income with the executive check match than they did within the binary. I think the binary capped out at 30,000 a week or something like that. And there were people making more than $100,000 a month. There are people making $1 million a month, people we were working with. Think about that. That's astronomical income. They made it all from the executive check match. And Mike, you know who I'm talking about. These guys drove Lamborghinis and had their own planes. These guys were making that kind of money, rich enough to own their own jets. I mean, real big builder guys. And it was from the check match. We know the power of it. Maybe I'm going too far by painting that picture. I hope I'm not. I'm trying to get you to dream big. And at the platinum level, it's a 10% check match on your third level, and there's no time frame to get there. There's no date that this assignment of becoming bronze, silver, gold, or platinum is due. But I can tell you this, everyone who's become a top earner or will be a top earner, they get this assignment done and knocked out of their hair so they can move on with life and get those doors unlocked to start building their foundation for diamond of 20,000 left and right in volume. That is where the assignment is from diamond and above. You have to do it within a calendar month. But if you don't hit platinum this month, it's not the end of the world. You might hit platinum the second day of September. So it's a real-time rank advancement within the system. But why not get it done, get it knocked out of your hair this month, and let's see how many new platinums we can get knocked out. Because here's my prediction. I mean, I'm just going to call it. Blaine is going to host the call on Monday night. There'll be hundreds of people on that call. And hopefully we'll do a good job. We've tried to trim these things down, so we're not just talking for 45 minutes. We try to get them down to like 30 minutes and have as many speakers as possible. So I go for about 5 minutes. Nancy will go for about 5 minutes. And then we'll bring on our first personally enrolled diamond, Michael Renz. It's like having a baby. I think we're smoking cigars here today, waiting for this baby to be born here, this diamond position with Michael Renz. Guys, that's a big deal, okay? You understand the volume to hit that pin level, 20,000 in volume left and right. It's way over $100,000 in actual sales dollars, okay? But here's the thing. The month isn't over. Today's only the 20th, so guess what'll happen? On that call Monday night, Michael will be introduced as a new diamond. And then right below me here, Michael Dew in Englewood, Florida, will be announced as a brand new platinum on that call. That's what's going to happen. I already see it. I can see the apps coming in, Mike Dew. I know what you guys are doing. So take advantage of this timing. We're in the honeymoon phase. Have fun. Enjoy your honeymoon. And if anything here today, my message is that we all set goals. But if you're setting a goal for rank in the month of August, bump it up one level. Now, you might not go from platinum to diamond. That's a big step. Break another platinum. Put somebody else in that position to be your diamond in the month of September. And watch what happens, guys. This thing is going to go big. It's going to go big fast. Nancy and I, we just appreciate all of you. And Blaine, I will flip this back over to you, my brother. Thank you so much for having me on.
My brother from another mother. Listen, I want to just say this to everybody on the call. I've been doing this since I was in my 20s, and I'm not in my 20s anymore, can you tell? But I do look pretty good for 105, I would say. So I want to just tell you, I have rarely met an individual or a couple like Andrew and Nancy Burling in my career. I was in the juice company, and they did exceptionally well. They had a high rank. They were highly successful, and never met them. But Mark Campese and I, we have journeyed through the MLM wasteland way too much. But finally, we've come to a place where we found a home. And we're forever grateful. I know Mike Dew and Michael Renz would say the same thing. And Mike Renz, take just a moment. And Andrew, thank you for spending your time with us. Michael, why don't you take a moment? We're going to bring Mark on. Mark's got about a 12 to 14 minute training. So I'll just come on and congratulations. I know you're sitting like a millimeter away from diamond, and we're proud of you. You're leading the pack. And we as an organization, everybody on this webinar and those that are watching this recording, we are behind you, running to keep up. And this will be the team that ascends and dominates in the world of MPG Xtreme. Take a moment out, Michael.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Blaine. Andy, it's always a pleasure. Mr. Mike Dew, Mark Campese. So we're going to get on with this training. So I'll only take a couple minutes here, but make no mistake, today is the 20th, 20,000 in volume. That's 1,000 in volume a day. And the reason this is happening, it's our anniversary today, our 12th anniversary. I had to send the wife out to find something to do for the afternoon because our anniversary is being put back till tonight. This is getting done today, one way or another. And we had to dig deep down into our groups, right? This didn't happen because I put 23 people in and we had great people. It was a community effort of everybody contributing and getting in there with their groups, getting in there, finishing that silver, finishing that gold. Right after this call, I got a group with maybe 4 or 5 people that apparently have 10 guests, and you know who you are. We have to take these calls. We have to deliver. That means lunch, dinner. People are meeting with people face to face, but one thing's happening is people are way overcomplicating this. It's very simple. You put the pill in the tank, you fill it up, you go on with life. You pull out the $10 or $20 bill and you put it in your pocket. That's it. Invite people to calls, master the invite, be very good about following up. You do not have to know all the answers. The less you know, the less is more. And your follow-up, hey, great question, I'm brand new, can I get you on with my sponsor? And then you pull in Mike Dew, Mark, whoever, right? Less is more, getting the product out in the marketplace. If you got a box of product on your shelf right now at home, you get that in your car, get it in your other car, get the name on the card. And today when you're out, get rid of that product, right? Go out there and get it in other people's cars because the results are pouring in and those results are all being fed back to the upline. And we're all sitting here getting all these messages about all these vehicles and all these results. I can't even answer my phone because I sit in a text where I got 10, 15 of them sitting there right now, Saturday morning. I have to call them one by one, say, go tell that to the people, right? Bring them back to me when you have somebody to talk to. Go share that with somebody else. I already know it works. It works in everything. I've had hundreds of messages that it works. So just dummy this down, keep it really simple. Know that what one can do, another can do, and don't just sit and look at Facebook and share a pizza today and wait for somebody to get happy to like it, to figure out if you can pick up the phone. You know, one thing will never change, whether you're online, home parties, events, we got people doing car show events with product and getting people out there, everything that we do, all the online marketing, all the offline marketing, at the end of the day, we pick up the phone. We talk to people, we share the opportunity with them. If they're not interested, we get the product in their hand. Next, we move right along. And the one thing that will never change is this is a friend inviting a friend on trust. A friend inviting a friend on trust. And when Andy called me and got me into this industry, I had a void in my life and it filled that void. And right now, we know after COVID, everybody's at home. Everybody's a friend with people about Facebook trying to communicate, you know, still kind of a friend. But if they're your friend, call them, right? If you're your friend, go out to dinner with them. If they're your friend, get out there and be a real friend and share with them this opportunity, because this timing window, month 1 will be in the books. Month 1 will be in the books. And those platinums are right in line to be in the next diamonds. And trust me, by Christmas, there will be a line of diamonds in this company. And you're looking at 4 of us right here, and there's going to be many more. Double diamond, triple diamond, blue diamond. We already know where you guys are going. So congratulations, everybody. Push hard, close out strong. Thank you very much. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and we're here to help and serve you. Thank you.